You all know this stray cat that rocked up to my house called Fat Tony. Well, they made a trading card for him. This is a huge moment for my cat, as he's now a Pokemon. They also made a custom Xbox controller made of a water cooler and a shower head. Obviously both water-related objects, as I'm pretty pro staying hydrated. It's not a dead meme, it's holistic life advice. The controller actually works, which is impressive. I imagine this is what God uses when he games. Originally I asked if they could turn a human into a controller, but Ubisoft are pretty pro-humanitarian rights. Hello and welcome to another fun-filled, family-friendly video. Today we're going to answer the question, what happens when you leave the island in Far Cry 6? It's definitely not what I expected, but first we need to go back to the beginning. I load into the game and meet up with my friend Stealtho Mato. If you like the video, Mato will come to your home and give you a deep tissue massage. So we're part of a guerrilla rebellion group fighting against the fascist government. The group is called Libertad, but my dyslexic ass always reads it as Libtard. I feel like I'm fighting for the Ben Shapiro cause. Mato and I decide to ignore the main missions and do our own thing. We grab a boat and head out to sea as it's time to go and libtard some soldiers. We eventually reach an island and execute a textbook beach landing. If you don't launch your boat unnecessarily far up onto the land when gaming, you're a psychopath. The sun begins to rise and we realize the island we found ourselves on is gorgeous. There's a few soldiers patrolling, but we're more than happy to take them down. The dogs on the other hand are a much harder ethical issue, as who wants to murder a puppy dog? It turns out Mato wants to murder a puppy dog, and with a flamethrower too, which seems unnecessarily aggressive but great energy. Honestly, if you ignore the hostility and the corpses, this would be a fantastic place to take a little vacation.
Imagine, oh my lord. Imagine that's the outfit you get hung in. Like you wear three-quarter jean shorts and that's what everyone has to look at you in. War crimes, more like fashion crimes, hey.
Yeah, am I right? Oh, crab rave!
Yo!
We head deeper into the resort, and all Mato can talk about is how much he wants to take a trip to an island like this. Mato is a dictatorial sympathizer confirmed. We work our way through the island, stealthily taking down any guards we can find. Eventually a car stops for us, and the soldier just straight up surrenders his vehicle. The only thing I respect less than a fascist is a fascist who doesn't die for his cause, so I put one into his head. While driving us to the main mansion, Mato decides to roleplay as a woman and he proceeds to drive the car off the road and then pull to safety. Wow, you thought he was going to crash, didn't you? It's 2021, we don't make jokes like that anymore because a lot of vehicles can park themselves now. We clear the gardens and I'm actually pretty surprised we haven't been detected yet. Well, at least the alarm hasn't gone off. Mato loots the mansion and finds a secret weapon, the blood-drunk pistol. I love it when you can go off on your own seemingly pointless adventure and still get rewarded. We decide it's time to move on so we can save the poor locals.
Drive at this dude, I'm gonna throw a baseball at him.
This dude up here.
Oh! he was covering his face. He was like depressed or something. He's all the way over here.
Oh my god! Who's this man? Where did he come from?
Whoa! Was that you?
No?
Did you not light him on fire?
No, I didn't. I threw a baseball at him.
Oh my gosh! It was just you threw a baseball at him and you caused a horrific barbecue accident, bro.
Whoops.
Our actual mission is to make contact with a lad called Philly. We're basically slowly moving up the coastline to where he's living. On the way, we see a no diving sign, and so naturally we dive because we're not going to obey totalitarian propaganda designed to control us. Mato and I are not a part of this system. We are libtards. The revolution also gave us these rocket launcher Supremo backpacks that can take down patrolling helicopters. They really knew how to get us on board with their cause. The journey to Philly's camp was a rough one. Crocodiles attacked us and of course we had to stop for a quick fish. Mato was nice enough to shoot the old sea mines to help attract the sea creatures to the area.
I'm no pro fisherman, but I'm pretty sure large explosions help. Okay, go on. It worked?
No way. Oh my god. Wow, that's...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Eventually, we find the big man's hideout and discover that Philly is day drinking. It's like 8 AM. People are being hung on posts and this malacca is getting lit. I guess here's a Facebook mum meme that makes chronic alcoholism silly and fun. Philly says that he'll reward us if we save a woman, and we agree. We all pile into a plane, and I'm not a great pilot at the best of times, let alone when it's in first person. Remember Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 when all those people disappeared? Well, I was there. I was the plane. It turns out there's a lot of anti-aircraft guns around, and we're shot down almost immediately. We crash land right where she's hiding, and there doesn't seem to be any soldiers. In fact, it's a scene from a horror movie. It appears this man was doing arts and crafts and then ran with scissors and fell and stabbed himself 7 times in the chest cavity. We find Camilla torturing people, and it appears that no one on this island has adequate conflict resolution skills. The army then surrounds us and collapses on our position, so I just run out the front and have a Far Cry moment. I just start shooting absolutely everything to create explosions. I almost went down a few times, but getting injured is a treat thanks to the healing animations. Far Cry 2 lives on forever. We escape on horseback, and it's one of the most scenic moments I've had in recent gaming history. Well, at least it would have been scenic if Marto didn't keep exploding my horse with dynamite. We arrive at the camp and meet Carlos, who's basically Steve Irwin, but instead of saving crocodiles, he violently murders them with a machete. He does it sun safe, however, with a wide brim hat, which I think we can all respect. We're now allowed to use Carlos's base of operations as our own. We equip a bunch of new weapons and then proceed to have a fashion competition, and we end up wearing the exact same white suit. I swear Marto understands me more than my girlfriend does. Anyway, Carlos wants us to go and destroy some poisonous chemicals the soldiers are using to grow their tobacco and to make weapons. I guess he's only down with people smoking cigarettes if they're organic. Gotta have a code. I've also got this new ability to have someone deliver me a car.
What the hell? That was our car delivery guy. Oh my god. That was the soldier, right?
Yep.
We arrive at the first facility and start going to town. Little does Carlos know that I've replaced my rocket backpack with a poisonous gas projectile backpack. Good old-fashioned chemical warfare. It's not a war crime if there's no one left to write the history books. We clear the first objective and then get a picture message from Carlos, and it's surprisingly not a dick pic. It's further instructions of places we need to saboteur. I try and secure a ride off this local, but she doesn't want to give up her motorbike. She's a tough cookie, but she's the only thing standing between Marto and I having a legendary sidecar drive-by moment. These blood-drunk pistols we found light enemies on fire and are quite frankly my new favourite thing in the world. I think this is the first time I've ever ridden a motorbike with a sidecar in a game. We continue to cancel chemical warfare by using chemical warfare. I also adopted a stray cat in honor of Fat Tony because it just felt like the right thing to do. The way we run through the tropical hills together can only be described as majestic. We even found one of the anti-aircraft guns that have been causing us issues, but we had no explosives to take it down. In probably one of the smartest moments in human history, we lured a tank over and had it shoot the AA gun for us. We put our lives on the line, and upon our return to camp, we don't get so much as a thank you back scratch from Big Carlos. There's only one thing to do in this position, and that's cockfighting.
Choose your character.
Oh my god.
Oh my, no way. That is so funny, man.
And Carlos has another mission where he wants us to sneak into a high security prison and break his son out. It's not even his real son, it's his figurative son. I feel as if there's 2 more figurative sons right in front of Carlos's eyes that he's just not seeing. Marto and I have feelings as well. We arrive at the facility and know it's of the utmost importance we stay undetected. We sneak around, eliminating the guards with our machetes in what is clearly not the most efficient and quiet stabbing method, but is definitely the most horrific. I proceed to hide her body perfectly in the bush so no one stumbles across it. I guess when you see something like this though, it just makes you think, wow. Even though they're enemies, the evil soldiers are still finding cute little hoods for the prisoners to wear so they don't get sunburnt. It's the little things that make war bearable. I'm not entirely sure how we got spotted, but all of a sudden it's suns out, guns out. We quickly find the prison key and break him out. I don't really know why he was bitching, as it's a nice cool room and there's even mattresses on the ground. When I crash at my friends' houses, I end up sleeping on a deck chair and using a pair of football socks as a blanket. There's a dude out there who's been attached to a stake with barbed wire. I think it's time to humble yourself. We murder a billion soldiers and escape in a Humvee. When we arrive, we are finally rewarded for our efforts with a party. Even Carlos tells us good job, it's all very wholesome. But all of this libtard freedom fighting has distracted us from our core objective. You see, while we've been out and about, we noticed there were cargo ships far out in the sea. We thought to ourselves, what would happen if we were to travel to these ships? Would there be loot out there? Would they simply be low poly models that never render? Would my dad be out there? There was only one way to find out. We call in a ride, and the new driver is somehow worse than the original driver. His one job is to deliver cars, and he forgets to put the handbrake on, so Marto appropriately executes him. We drive down to the airport, and this commute looks sensational. The second we get airborne, missiles begin locking on. It looks like there was a second anti-aircraft gun, making the whole tank trick completely pointless. This might be the saddest thing that's happened all year, including the pandemic. In my gamer rage, I slash 2 guards to death with a machete and steal their boat. The boys are finally going to see what a cargo ship looks like. We approach the border of the map, excited, scared, and a little aroused.
Guess we found the edge of the map. 3 months
what?
later. Wait, what?
What's this? Oh, we just escaped. You can just leave and that's it.
So when the rebellion asked us to fight for them, they said it was our choice and we could technically leave at any time. I didn't actually think you could, I just thought it was implied that we'd stay and fight and not get in a boat and leave and go and relax on some beach. I guess this is an Easter egg, but whatever it is, Marto and I found it hilarious. After the credits roll, you can go back to your game and spawn at your original apartment that you used to live in right at the beginning. But the problem is, this area of the city has been sanctioned off and there's high-level troops everywhere. Marto and I managed to break out, and the actual city is really cool. It was brutal if you got into an all-out gunfight, as these guys were tanky. We did find loads of high-tier weapons, and we even saved a priest, so it looks like we still might get into heaven after all. I hope all you Malakas are doing great. We're going to do a Roast the Pelican event in the Discord this week, so I encourage you to come and roast me. I'll put the best insults in the next video. Thanks for watching, you absolute legends. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.